guys, we're back. Sorry about that. I know I was wanting to start. We're like 20 minutes behind schedule, but there's the new computer right there. The Mac, but I couldn't get there's stuff that I just can't seem to get it to it works fine, but I wasn't signed in. I didn't have any of my passwords in there. It was reset. So trying to do that. I just said the hell with it. I'll do that in just a second. So welcome back, guys. Welcome back. As many of you know, we're going to be doing more discussion of, Summer Wells case, as well as the Cal City boys, Orson and Orrin West. I didn't even have an opportunity to make a thumbnail, and I'm sorry for eating in your face, but I'm starving. I'm starving. So all apologies. Hope everybody's doing well. Since the last time we spoke, had an opportunity to watch Duty Ron. I am just a major fan of Duty Ron. I really am. I love his stuff. I love his style. I love the work that he does. Here at the Bullhorn Betty channel, we back the blue, even the retired blue. So we're just very thankful that he is a YouTuber and brings us the real deal. That's a lot of what, is good about some of these YouTube channels. Mine, we speculate, but we also go out there and get some information and bring back to you guys, but it's always nice to hear the perspective of law enforcement. It's always wonderful and welcome to hear the perspective of law enforcement. And when they say, oh shit, guess what? Oh shit's right, So he brought a lot of stuff. We were discussing at one point going to Cal City and following this case and stuff like that. And we erred on the side of caution and decided, when we look at cases, we always try to figure out, is there something that we can bring benefit to? Or is there something that we can, bring benefit to or expose or, something of that nature? And we just couldn't, this case was very long. There was a lot of information. It was going to be almost too hard for us to play catch up. And that's why we opted not to. It wasn't that we weren't following the case. We just didn't opt to go out there because of certain factors related to the case, primarily the timing and what happened and what have you, rather. So let me get these downloaded here real quick, and we're going to go over Summer Wells first. And this is kind of what I was talking about, and I've got to pull up Twitter as well, but this is kind of what I was talking about. We have Candace Bly on YouTube channels all day, every day, not giving a worry in the world, about what is going on and, poor me. Can you send me money? Can you send me flooring? Can you send me this? Can you send me that? Donors. Oh, did you say something about Summer? Type of attitude. And it was disgusting to me. It was really, truly disgusting to me, that people were just hook, line, and sinker in with the BS to boot, and I think Duty Ron hit the nail on the head today. If you guys were watching him, I hope you guys do. If you guys do not subscribe to Duty Ron, I recommend that you do. I can guarantee him and I won't see eye to eye on 100% of the things, just by, I put a lot of opinion and stuff in there, but he has background in law enforcement. But, on this we do. But he said if he was, Don Wells and Candace Wells, he would be really concerned. Plain and simple. He'd be really concerned. They must be sweating it, pretty hard right now. And I have to believe that. The Wells have got to be sweating it pretty stinking hard. Oh, by the way, tomorrow, 8 a.m., we're going to be discussing Kylen Schulte and Crystal Turner case. We'll be on, about 7 o'clock, maybe a little earlier so we can get some stuff. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of news coming out about the Cal City boys. There may be a press conference. Well, I'm just going to be on standby all day to bring any new information to you guys. But I can tell you tomorrow we're going to be focusing. I'm going to focus the morning on any additional information that came in overnight related to Summer Wells or the Cal City boys. But we will be kind of dovetailing over to Kylen Schulte and Crystal Turner tomorrow morning around 8 a.m. I'm bringing on a guest that will be talking about their expertise. You know, they've been following this case from the beginning. Many of you know our team went out to Moab, not just for Kylen Schulte and Crystal Turner. We're following the last footsteps of Gabby Petito, but that was second nature. So we actually went out there to look at the case of Kylen Schulte and Crystal Turner. And then since we were already out there, decided to cover the final footsteps, steps that Gabby Petito and Brian Laundrie took. So, oh, Kathy, I bet you it is cold. I woke up this morning. It was freezing. Driving here, the temperature came up 10 degrees. I was cold this morning. It's starting to get nice. It's almost 70 degrees here today. So, good morning, everyone. Let me just find, I wanted to find that WJHL. I wanted to run this. I wanted you guys to see it verbatim. And I had somebody call me, somebody that lives out here in the in Tennessee. They actually called me last night to tell me about the news conference that Grandis and Candace were putting on. And I got to actually download something else because I want you guys to see this. I got another tidbit of information on my page about the Cow City Boys. So we have that. We have some updated information. If I can just get it, give me just a second. Let me see if I can. Who sent that to me? Maybe it was on my phone. Oh, it was. Okay. Because of the wonderful Anissa, we have some stuff to see. Let me save. Let me see if I can pull it up on my cell phone. I'm probably going to have to save it to the computer and then move it. I'm sorry, guys. I'm kind of fumbling around here, and I apologize that you guys are going through that. But unfortunately, I was traveling this morning and just got here to do this. Yes, Anissa, thank you. I just need to go over here and pull everything that I need this morning. So, what are your thoughts? I mean, just curious. We got 119 people in here right now. What are your thoughts? Let's first go to the Summer Wells case and what Ronnie Lawson broke yesterday. This was pretty big stuff. It was pretty important stuff too, if you ask me. But in your opinion, how do you guys feel about that? What are your thoughts when you found out that Don Wells and Candace Wells are not cooperating and they have law enforcement? I mean, they have lawyers. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Canada. Love it. Absolutely. I have to agree on that. Yeah. I mean, it's insanity. I mean, I'm not the only one that thinks this. I mean, it's pretty insane that they think that they're going to get away with it. And you know what's upsetting to me the most? I think what's upsetting to me the most is the fact that people have been helping them, literally financially funding them without even taking a pause and saying, wait, there's a young child missing. I want to make sure I'm on the right side of this. I mean, there is nothing worse, absolutely nothing worse than funding a monster. But it was the cool thing to do, right? It's the cool thing to do. All right, let me see if I can try to find this on my phone. You know what? It'd probably be easier for me to email it. I don't know why I didn't think that. I should have just emailed it. Anissa, you need to remind me next time to download. Just email it to me. Oh, I am so bad. Where's my emails? There we go. We'll get it here in just a second, and then I'll download that. So let me just show you a couple things. And we got the WJHL up. So I want to make sure that we have her statement here. I saw it this morning, but I haven't seen it since. But I'm wondering if there it is. There it is. Let me go ahead and share the screen. We might have to listen to a commercial, but whatever. There we go. Let's listen to this crap. This crap. Let's listen to this crap.
It's another day, and anything could happen. Only
We'll turn that off just for a second. I'm going to mute myself. We got 5 more seconds. Might as well say hi to everybody. Thank you for coming and joining.
Has been missing for 12 years. I miss her dearly. She's the baby of the family. I had 3 girls, and she's my baby. Yeah, Candace is my baby too, but she's my youngest one. And it's heartbreaking, and then have to go through it again with my granddaughter, Summer, is very heartbreaking. And that's what a lot of people don't understand, is what a parent goes through, what a grandmother goes through. I know it's hard for them if they pass away from COVID or some other tragedy. It's the not knowing is what tears us up. It's the not knowing.
You can't have an office when you're...
The not knowing. I doubt anybody in that house doesn't know what's happened. You know, I think Grandis would have to be pretty. I don't even know what to say. I think there's more than just Don and Candace involved in this, and with Summer Wells, I don't know how many others, but I have a funny feeling there's more. With the conspiracy of it, the you know, the obstruction of justice, there's more to it. There's more to it. And I wanted to find the other one. Looks like she's got several. Let's just see what we got here. So we got Ronnie Lawson not cooperating right now. So they ran with that. Let me go ahead and put this up so you guys can see what I'm looking at here. So she went over to, it looks like she went right up to the house, Candace. And so here's the letter that she wrote. I never stopped talking to Lawson. I can't even read it. No, I have not lawyered up. I don't understand why this is being said. I cannot speak for Dawn, and we are willing to do whatever to bring our daughter Summer home. Thanks for all the searchers. So horrible spelling. We're not going to get into that. We know she probably has a learning disability. But I just find it odd. So this is what they're talking about. She wanted to clear the air about what she went through in Wisconsin a few months after her daughter. Okay, here's another one that grandma, it's almost been 9 months since her 6-year-old daughter. So let's listen to this one. Let's listen to this garbage. I'm sorry. That's what.
Stop the rumors, stop the lies. You know, people go on YouTube. If they want to help, that's great. But if they want to spread lies, that's a different story. Because that's all they're doing now is spreading lies. They're reaching and trying to figure out what lie can we spread now. And I'm tired of it. That's why I come on camera. Because I am sick and tired of the lies, of the YouTubers lying about my daughter, about my granddaughter, about me. And they just don't understand. Stop the rumors, stop the lies. You know, people go on YouTube. If they want to help, that's great. But if they want to spread lies, that's a different story.
So if you want to believe they're baloney, you're fine. But if you don't want to believe they're baloney, you're spreading lies. Really? Are you kidding me? This is coming from a woman that doesn't look very emotionally distraught over her granddaughter missing, is more concerned about people spreading lies than she is about. How many times in this interview have we heard her even say Summer's name? Think about it. How many times have we heard this woman even say Summer's name? It's me, my daughter, lies, all this other stuff. Never, ever tears. You are right. You were right. That woman looks evil. Look at her face. She does not look like she was the loving, caring mother of the year, does she? I've met people like her.
Because that's all they're doing now is spreading lies. They're reaching and trying to figure out what lie can we spread now. And I'm tired of it. That's why I come on camera. Because I am sick and tired of the lies, of the YouTubers lying about my daughter, about my granddaughter, about me. And they just don't understand. Stop the rumors, stop the lies.
I think it's looping. Seriously, stop the lies. I'm so sick. I'm me. Grandis, you got some explaining to do, woman. You got some explaining to do. And one of these, and we're probably going to go to the next one, says, we haven't been talked to by law enforcement since those YouTubers trespassed. Excuse me, I was in the road. Jonathan was in the road. Olivia was in the road. I don't know what you were talking about. Trespassing where? On public property? No wonder we didn't get trespassing warnings or warrants. Wah, and wah. A bunch of bull. Yep. A bunch of bull. Let's listen to this piece of work.
Do you have an attorney yourself?
No, ma'am. He can call me anytime. He can pull up in his yard and knock on my door and ask me any questions he wants to ask me.
How often are you in contact with law enforcement, whether it be Hawkins County Sheriff's Office, TBI, even FBI?
They have not contacted me since.
I also want you guys to just pay attention. Look at all. Now, mind you, Summer has been gone for 9 months. The boys have been gone, 2 months after that? So 7 months, 6 to 7 months. Look at all this garbage. Still in their yard. Like, these people are just filthy. They don't clean up nothing. Exactly, Judy. Brandis, you always leaving.
The YouTubers were down here in the driveway. And we asked them about trespassing.
And going off of that, how often is Candace in contact, or anybody in contact with the agents working Summer's case?
I can't speak for Candace. In the beginning, they were here off and on all the time. But now I haven't heard from them.
Do you have an attorney yourself?
No, ma'am. He can call me anytime.
Okay.
He can pull up in his yard and knock on my
It's
door.
looping. Hold on, I'm going to turn it off. I don't know. I just don't believe the woman. Maybe I'm biased. She looks deceitful. Yes. She doesn't look forthcoming. She looks angry. That's what she looks. She looks angry that Ronnie Lawson had the balls to finally remove this veil, that this picture that the Wells have been able to paint, that they're being cooperative, and these parents, they don't listen. If Ronnie Lawson's coming out and starting to say this, they're removing any misconception and misinformation from the public that because they keep telling you, but all these people want to pick up on and play this word game and word porn. There is no evidence of an abduction. But they said there's no evidence. It doesn't mean that there wasn't one. Trust me. 9 months into an investigation, there would be something. There's zilch. Sorry. I'm hungry. So we have no evidence of an abduction. Now, Ronnie Lawson hasn't said squat for 9 months. So much so, it ticks everybody off. I'm ticked off. You're ticked off. You know, we got to scan Twitter to see if TBI's posted something because Ronnie Lawson has kept his mouth shut this entire time. So what would the purpose be now? For him to come out and say, well, they're not cooperating and they lawyered up. Now, mind you, Candace has had no problem. Let's go look, right? Let's go look. How many places? I bet you I can put Candace in here. And you got 1,000 places that Candace is, right? Candace Live YouTube channel, right? She got her own YouTube channel now. Let's look at it. It's up here. Let's look at this. Well, there's a lot of other stuff about YouTube, about Candace, but let's just go to her channel. By the way, Candace has more followers than me. Can you believe that? I can. Everybody's been sitting here waiting for her to F up. So this idea that I should feel insulted, I don't. So now she has just filled her entire channel up with these videos of her kids and has removed any videos of herself where she was talking, right? But you go over to Mr. Benny Keys. Move this out. Go over to Mr. Benny Keys, and she's all over the place. So she has no problem talking, right? She has no problem people hearing her voice. She seems well collected when it's not tough-hitting, hard-hitting questions like, say, a news reporter would have, right? Oh, it even looks like, hold on, let me move this. Hold on, stop. I don't want to hear his voice unless I absolutely have to. Another voice that drives me up a wall. So she was just on there. What is it? Yesterday. I mean, he was just, now what with Candace? Like he was just on there one day ago with Candace. So she doesn't have problems talking to people. She doesn't have problems going on camera. So why this day she has just been accused of not cooperating with law enforcement and lawyering up. And she sends her mom to defend her and to shame those YouTubers. Seriously? Yeah. Interrogated. Oh, sorry, wrong one. And then I'll go to yours, common sense. Absolutely. She feels interrogated. It's insanity. Go send mommy to clean up your baby problems? Candace and Grandis, you guys got some major explaining to do. Because Grandis had to cooperate and corroborate Candace's BS. They're about to find out how much BS it is. Like I said in the earlier one, this is only the beginning. This is only the beginning. The cracks are forming in that dam. The cracks are forming. It's only going to be a matter of time before that whole dam is washed away. Well, I can tell you, we were in Rogersville, Tennessee. We were in Sullivan County, Tennessee. We were in Knoxville, Tennessee, Knox County, Tennessee, right? We asked everybody in Tennessee that we ran across. We've got this on video. Like I can put an hour-long video together of how many people we talked to about Cornbread Mafia. Nobody's ever heard of them. Nobody. This was something that happened decades ago. It's just a scenario where things happened decades ago. The people that were associated with the Cornbread Mafia are old and feeble now. They're just now getting out of prison in some cases. So this whole cornbread, she was feeling interrogated, didn't know how to answer. Every time she feels that she's going to be interrogated about this, she runs, she hides, she ducks, she bobs, she weaves. Okay. The only time I ever see people do that is when they're guilty. When they're guilty. Collin Knapp being a prime example. We're outside of his house asking him, where's Kathleen Moore? He decides to try. Mind you, we're standing in the road, as we always do, following the law. He decides to call the law and go run and hide. Guess what? His roommate that wasn't there comes out and talks to us and says, no, he's been working with law enforcement and he's been cooperative, and he doesn't know what happened to her. Nothing. He would never do anything to her. Okay. Would you know? Not even 48 hours. I think it was like 36 hours later. That same man that would never have touched her, the one that called the law on us, the one that hid, ducked, bobbed, and weaved, the one that wouldn't answer any questions, guess what? Was responsible for the murder. And not only just responsible for the murder, but buried her body only 2 doors down from his house. And this is not even a parent. Now you're hearing all these parents, okay? And I went through the laundry list of parents that are now being held accountable for their missing children and their children that, and I guarantee a lot of these people said, oh, they were sold into sex trafficking. No, they weren't. Is sex trafficking a trade? Yes. Is it overgrowing the country? Yes. But that's what people tell themselves so they don't have to face reality, in my opinion. These children aren't, while you're sitting here saying, oh, they went into sex trafficking, you're letting a murderer get away with their murder. In my opinion. In my opinion. We want to believe that they're out there being slaves to sex because they're alive. That's what our mental issue and block comes from. Because if they're out there being used and abused, they're still breathing and kicking. Kiera Cotton in jail. Corey Bigsby in jail. Adam and Kayla Montgomery in jail. You've got now Trezell and Jacqueline West in jail. And people keep saying, well, there's nothing wrong with Candace lawyering up. She does it to protect her interests. Right. Then she should have done that back at the beginning. Why now? What's happened where she needs to clam up and seek an attorney now? So much so that the sheriff of that county had to come out and tell the world they're not cooperating and they have lawyered up. A man that does not come out and talk about this case at all. They must have pissed him off pretty damn good, if you ask me. He's trying to find a 6-year-old child that was 5 years old when she was missing. And these parents are getting people, bleeding hearts, and money and finances. Somebody's only going to deal with that so much, the lies and the deception across this internet before they break. And I think Ronnie Lawson had just had enough of it. He was probably disgusted at what some of these people were doing and financing. This woman is a primary person of interest in the disappearance of her child, and we've got bleeding hearts handing her over money, hand over fist. And she's nothing but a piece of crap mother, a drug addict, and an alcoholic. What I've been saying, what people want to come and attack me. We've got jerks in here all the time trying to hijack the chat. Because I decided to look into the Summer Wells case, and not just look into the Summer Wells case, actually go down there, do my due diligence, and actually search for this baby. And the best thing that parents could do was say, Marissa trespassed looking for Summer Wells. What? We're looking for your 5-year-old daughter that's missing. You don't want help looking for your missing daughter? That says a lot. That says a lot, doesn't it? fighting with EquiSearch. Sounded like that wasn't a good situation either. I mean, I could be wrong. I could have been reading more into what that writer guy or raider guy said, but it didn't sound like Don was too pleased that he was even there. Oh, good point. Good point. Let's go look at that. Let's go look at that. Let's go look at that right now. For all the liars out there, right? I'm not one of those, by the way. No matter how hard they try to manipulate their audience into thinking so. How easily, it just shows you how easily people are manipulated. How they have to, they're so adamant to try to fit in somewhere. They're willing to sell their soul to the devil just to feel special. It's sick. And that's the culture some of these channels create. Do we know which one? Let's see. Let me go back up here. So we're here. I can't remember who wrote that. Was it that still down further at the bottom? Yeah. So February 27th on Predator Nation, Candace made the comments at Mark 2004. So February 27th. Let's go into his channel. Let's find that video. Let's find that video. Let's play that video. Why not? February 27th was how many days ago? Anybody know how many days ago that was? Because it doesn't say the date on here. It just says, here we go. So 3 days ago? 3 days ago. Do we know which one it was? Is it the one where there are, can you tell me the title of it? Who was it? Common Sense 101. Can you tell me the title of it or put the link? Okay, March 1st, search continue. Sheriff says they are not cooperative and they have attorneys. Yeah, we saw that. We saw that. Yeah, I know. I seen that one that, yeah, I seen the one that she was talking about me primarily because, you know, I'm sorry, but I went out there. We interviewed people for our show. We found out a lot of information. And again, a lot of information that we couldn't even share with you guys. We literally could not share with you guys. I have a funny, I don't know if it's here, Kitty Kitty. Why do they call it, call me blood money? Oh, or if it's where are the ones who once said results, not excuses. Is that what, is that the place? Hold on, let me go over here. All right, let me mute my screen real quick. All right, let me there we go. So is that the YouTube channel? Let's see what it is. Yeah, here it is.
You need to talk to him about that joke.
So we're gonna watch this.
Yeah, he's a joke.
Just do what you gotta do. True crime drama queen, yes, you can. Hang on.
All right, so let me just stop it because he's probably going to hit me with a strike, but that's okay. Well, this is going to be covered under fair use anyways because I'm only using a small little segment of his. Let's go to 204. We'll get about 203. Let's listen.
Recognized. She wants to be in the YouTube live channel.
So if you guys got a gag order, let me ask that. I got that question. Do you guys got a gag order?
Yes, we do.
Okay. Can't you go and see about if everybody else can have a gag order too? Have you talked to them about that?
Everybody else has a gag order too.
Well, you need to go down to the sheriff's office and talk about some of the YouTube crap and have them to tell them about the mail that's coming in there and explain to them what
my
some
lawyer
YouTubers
is on
is
that
doing.
shit.
Yep.
I mean, if there's a
Said
gag
it.
order,
My lawyer is on that shit, is her exact words. So now she's coming out. Now, she never came out, right? She only wrote a letter because she's too scared to show her face in the public. Good catch, guys. Good catch. And good catch not just on that, but on the timing of that too. So she came out. Thank you, Common Sense 101. Thank you. Thank you so much for your help. Thank you. So what we just heard, I'm going to replay it for you. What we just heard was Candace, there's this thing where Grandis is saying that Ronnie Lawson's a liar. Ronnie Lawson's a liar. Now, this clip here, this came from February 27th. If you guys see it right here, February 27th. I'm going to highlight it for you. Right there. Right there. She came out to say she has no attorney, right? She's got no attorney. None. They can come and talk to her all day long. That's what Grandis wants to make you believe. It's what Grandis wants to make you believe. They want you to believe that they have no attorneys. They can't answer for Dawn. But Candace has no attorney. Candace has no attorney whatsoever, right? Let's go back and listen to this. Let's go back and listen to this. Do I want to go back that far? Let's go. Yeah, let's go right back there. Let's go back and listen. Let's hear what she has to say. Huh? Hold on. Let me pause it. Let me refresh. Wouldn't it be something if they went out there and...
well, you need to go down to the sheriff's office.
Yep, let's go back.
And
let me pause. Okay, pause. And we were at 4, so let's do it right there. All right, let's re-listen to this. Let's make sure we get it.
question. Do you guys got a gag order?
Yes, we do.
Okay.
They have a
Can
gag
you
order, but
go
they're
and
all
see
over
about
YouTube.
if everybody else can have a gag order too? Have you talked to them about that?
Everybody else has a gag order too.
Well, you need to go down to the sheriff's office and talk about some of the YouTube crap and have them to tell them about the mail that's coming in there and explain to them what
my
some
lawyer
YouTubers
is on
is doing.
that shit.
I mean, if there's a gag...
She say, my lawyer, let's go back just a little bit. Let's just see if we can go back just a little bit. Let's go back 10 seconds. Let's see.
Them to tell them about the mail that's crap. Will you about that? If everybody else can have a gag order too? Have you talked to them about that?
Everybody else has a gag order too.
Well, you need to go down to the sheriff's office and talk about some of the YouTube crap and have them to tell them about the mail that's coming in there and explain to them what
my
some
lawyer
YouTubers
is on
is doing.
that shit.
My lawyer specifically says my lawyer is on that shit. My lawyer. Right? We all heard it. Now, Ronnie Lawson just came out yesterday, March 1st. I remember because Chronicles of Olivia is one of my besties, and it was her birthday yesterday. So I remember March 1st very vividly. Right? So she has attorneys that she's saying she doesn't have. Last night, she's saying she doesn't have any attorneys. Let's look at the, let me pull this out. Kind of like showing too much of my screen. Let's look, let's pull this out. I downloaded some stuff. Let's bring this up. There's that infamous letter Candace wrote. It's a little blurry, right? It's a little blurry. Let's see if this is the one. No, that's me. We don't want to hear me. Let's go back the other way. Can we go the other way? No, maybe I need to open it up. Okay, so here's the actual statement. Let's read what the actual statement says. Ooh, that is blurry. Let me see if I can get a better copy. I never stopped talking to law enforcement. No, I have not lawyered up. But she just said her lawyer's on that shit. So what is it, Candace? Do you have a lawyer or do you not have a lawyer? I mean, we're listening to your own statements here. People like Bullhorn Betty's listening to you. I'm not even being mean to you, but you go out there on YouTube. It's okay if, people like Bullhorn Betty want to be mean to me. Cry me a river, Candace. Cry me a river. You're another person that refused to answer the tough questions I had. Even your husband, Don, got on the phone with me multiple times trying to convince me you guys weren't guilty. Didn't work. But you ran and hid. You ran and hid like the coward you are. I've never stopped talking to law enforcement. No, I have not lawyered up. I don't understand why this is being said. Well, maybe because you yourself have acknowledged that you have a lawyer and that your lawyer's on this shit. Go gag everybody. I haven't gotten my notice to be gagged yet. Have you? I can't speak for Don. We are willing to do whatever to bring our daughter Summer home. Great. Tell us what you did with her. You're willing to do anything to bring her home. Tell us where she's at, Candace. Where is she? Because the only people that know the truth are you and your husband, and most likely Grandis, your mother, your evil, wicked mother. Those lying YouTubers. They're only lying when they come after us. If they were on our side and they want to perpetrate our lies, they're being truthful. Oh, yeah, they called Ronnie Lawson a liar. You know they did. You know they did. He just pulled their finance card. Of course, they went out there and said he was a liar. But we heard with, thank you, Common Sense 101. But we heard with Candace's own mouth, guess what? Her lawyer's on top of that shit. So now we can honestly conclude that Ronnie Lawson probably wasn't lying. Can we all agree on that? Everybody say one or raise your hand if you guys agree with that Ronnie Lawson is not lying. We have just confirmed it with Candace herself. We have just, can you believe that? We confirmed Ronnie Lawson being truthful with Candace's own words. That must burn, Candace. Ouch. Ouch. Don't worry. I'm sure they've got a racist video coming out on me soon. So just stay tuned. I'm sure there's going to be some punchback on this one. I'm sure there's going to be something. Just wait. Just wait. Can't stand it when I'm right. I can't stand it when I'm right. Can't wait to see what the payback for me being right is. All right. So let me pull my email back up. Make sure I'm not on there. Okay. I got some other stuff coming out too. So now that we're going to dovetail over to Orrin and Orson West. Again, I just want to give credit where credit is due. Anissa, collected this stuff related to it. I know we had Ronnie. Several people have been notifying me. Patricia, let me know. There are several people that I go to bed early, and last night was one of those nights. So, and I had to get up way, way early to make the truck back home, the trip back here to do this live. That's why we were behind schedule today. And a lot of people, they keep me updated. This is not just, Bullhorn Betty rules the roost. I mean, it takes a whole collective team. You guys are part of the family as well, the audience, as well as the mods, but we're always just trying to seek justice. We're always trying to feed information. We're always trying to get that information out as quickly as possible. And so this is some information. I really do appreciate it. I wanted to give you guys some raw footage here of the stop. We have collected it. We've got it. And it's due to the great work of, Anissa, which is one of our beloved mods here. So there we go. That was their RV. Let's just keep going. And then we're a little bit better of a picture. They're hooking the RV up. That was Terzel's and Jacqueline's home, I assume. Yeah. And Queen Bish, I agree with you. Yes, that's true. That's true. But the guardian ad litem works for the children, not the parents. They are specifically designed to represent only the children. I know for a fact, 100%, hands down, how the process of guardian ad litem and the attorney ad litems work. They are not for the parents. They're not to be utilized by the parents. They are only specifically there to represent the children or the disabled. Guardian ad litems are not just for children either. They're also in guardianships. They're also in, elderly issues and stuff like that. Anybody that is unable to take care of themselves or represent themselves properly against somebody else. The guardian ad litem. So yes, you are absolutely correct. But again, it is for the children. It is for the children. The guardian ad litem and the attorney ad litem are in this case and involved in this case. It is purely 100% to represent the children, not either of the parents. Not either of the parents. So, and you made a valid point, and I love it. I do. I love the statement. I love the statement, Queen Bish. I love the statement because people, and the reason why I say that is because people have been saying, oh, well, they have a guardian ad litem. The guardian ad litem does not work for Candace Bly, period. They are not there in any capacity for Candace Bly. They are there for the children and only the children to make sure that their needs are represented appropriately. So thank you, Queen, for, bringing that up and bringing that to our attention, because I have a funny feeling that they're going to try to switch it and try to say that that's the attorney she was referring to. No. We're not allowing her to do that. No. I kept wondering because that last video with him and Candace, where he's like, well, we'll just do it when they brought up my name yet again. He says, we'll just do it the way we've always been doing it. And it's like, one day, Benny's going to, I heard some rumors about him with Cash Gernon's mom. I haven't validated them. Again, I'm saying they're rumors and gossip at this moment because I haven't validated them. And then to hear this about Candace and him almost going down there, I think he's probably thinking very highly before he heads down there now. If he shows up in Tennessee, just desserts. Okay, I'm telling you, you start sticking your head out too long, you might be caught up in that law enforcement circus yourself, buddy. Just saying. I would stay away. I'm going to heed my warning. Stay away. You don't want to be involved in that, boy. You don't want to be involved in that. Oh, just saying. But is it possible? I don't know. He's pretty. I honestly, I don't know how to take Benny. I really don't. I can't stand his laugh. I can't stand his talking. He's crude. He's rude. But I still believe there's a piece of me that believes that he truly is in it for Summer Wells. I just think his tactics are pretty disgusting. His tactics on getting the juice and the info and becoming a gigolo to do it, it's not my cup of tea. It's not my cup of tea. You know, we talked about that, you know, throwing all these other people out there, making, you know, tying up judicial, law enforcement resources for these wild goose chases just to get them off the backs of his. Now, remind you, and I do have this recorded, and I will be letting this recording go. And it's Benny on the phone with me telling me he has Don Wells under contract. You know, people called me a liar when I said that. I have it recorded, and I will be releasing it in the near future. I want to make sure I got all the right information done prior to that, but that will be forthcoming. I've got Benny Keys on the phone with me talking about this contract that everybody called me a liar about, saying that there is no contract between Benny and Don Wells. There is, and I've got proof. I held that close to the vest for an appropriate time to release it, and we'll be doing so in the near future. So just thought I'd let you guys know. But, you know, with that being said, you know, you've got a contract with somebody that's, you know, doing work for them, and I'm curious about what that contract entails. What that contract entails, because, you know, is it a mafia style contract? You know, what does that entail? I'm curious. So we will be bringing that forthcoming. I got to find the videos, but I definitely know that they're recorded and that I did save them. So yeah. Why not? Why not? I mean, what's the worst that can happen to me at this point, right? They've already tried to take my channel. They've already tried to humiliate me. They already tried to say that I've been arrested 42 times. They called me a racist. They say I'm a homophobe. I'm just still trying to figure out what else can they possibly do to me. I mean, they've already rang me through the ringer. They've already put all my past business out there. Nothing that I do now. So what's the worst that can happen to me at this time? Right? You can't trust me? Oh, they've already said that. Been there, done that. So, oh, and an arsonist. That's right. Because when I said I was going to use my political platform to burn a friend's political house down, I became an arsonist and a violent person to boot. Forgot about that. I forgot about that. So at this point, what else can be done to me that I haven't already gone through YouTube? Right? They did the same crap to me when we first made debut on TikTok. And as you guys can see on my TikTok account, we still push through that as well. We still push that through as well. So this is not in any way to egg people on, but, you know, why not come out with some of the information that I still possess? That's all I'm saying. Yep, that's what we have to do. Criminal, racist, arsonist, homophobic, liar. There we go. I summed it up in like 2 seconds, and they've been dragging it out for 3 months. I wonder if it's just for money and clicks and likes. No, it can't be, because that's what they keep saying I'm in it for. Sorry, I'm done. I'm off my soapbox. Let's get back to work. So again, this is this right here is the RV, and then we got this. Somebody was actually, a YouTuber was actually on the scene at this location when this was going on. So let's take a look. As long as it pops up on the right screen, and it didn't pop up on the right screen.
So you guys remember I told you, hey, there's going to be a lot more. You guys remember that? Did I tell you? So I really can't talk about too much, but there is going to be a lot more arrests coming. Not just them two, it's going to be a lot more. At the time, I was told a number has to do with the luck. It says lucky what? Lucky. Well, that's the number I was told then. Well, by now, we just heard that it's possibly 16 people that could be charged. Yeah, you're right. Life with grief. So, let me get this real quick, guys. Hey, you got?
Yeah, we're gonna go over it now.
I'll call you.
So there we have it, folks. We actually have somebody recording at the scene. How cool is that? Thank you, Anissa. That was awesome. But how cool is that? I don't know who that guy is, so I can't even give him credit because I have no idea who he is. But kudos to whoever you were. You rock. That's dedication. That's what we need around the country. We need folks like me, like him, like people that get out there and really try to get this stuff breaking as quickly as possible to the folks. In some cases, okay, I have to be honest with you. It would be really irresponsible that if you had something that was potential evidence to a crime, you bring that and break that live. That is not responsible. That needs to be handed over to law enforcement. So I just want to make sure that that disclaimer is made on where I stand on certain things. So AV Watchman, is that okay? Yeah, it's AV Watchman United. Okay, thank you. I'd love to give the credit where credit is due. People know who he is. Love the children. Is H back home? To be honest with you, I think that's a rumor mill. Many of you know I do have contact with his family. I have not reached out to them, nor do I want to. I was thinking about it. I prayed on it after we got off our first live. And it's this. This is the way I feel about it. He is a victim of this. He went through pure hell when he came out and did that interview with Chris McDonough. And I really don't care where he is as long as he's healthy and well. And even if I knew whether or not he's at home with his mom, I would never, ever disclose that information. I can honestly tell you, I haven't picked up the phone or even asked. Because you know what? At the end of the day, I don't want to know. I want to know that he is doing well and that he is going to not be discouraged from anything that he may be a witness to or a witness of. And I do not want to interject myself or, you know, we did have we were gracious enough to have a conversation with Allie, her mother, and her grandmother. And we have gone back and did a follow-up visit with them just to see how they're doing. And they were doing well. And that was back in January. And of course, I do have the telephone number for Allie, and I just refuse to even text her to ask. I don't want to know. If I did text her, it would be the rumor mills are that H is at home. And if it's true, keep that to yourself. That would be, I wouldn't even ask. That would be what I would say, honestly, because I don't want him being picked on. I don't want him being harassed. You know, he has been a victim of this, of the Wells. And I talk about the multiple victims in the wake of the Wells. You know, their neighbors, all their neighbors are their victims. Now, mind you, they most likely had something to do with whatever happened to Summer. They are responsible some way, shape, or form. Then you start pointing the finger at every single person in your life, your neighbors, of all people, your neighbors, you know darn well. He wanted me to go to trap houses because he believes his daughter was there. But just a week before, he told me that he knows his daughter's not alive. Okay. He called me on the phone, which I had recorded, telling me to look at Dudley and John. You know, it sounded to me like he had a bone to pick with Dudley as opposed to him actually believing that Dudley did anything with his daughter. But guess what? We went out there and talked to Dudley. I'm sorry. Dudley appeared truthful. I mean, he got a lot of things wrong, but he had no problem providing his opinion on what he thought may have happened. So you know what that told me? That told me a couple things. That Dudley is not watching what is going on in the case, so which is a good thing. That means he's not monitoring. You know, when people are monitoring a case so closely that we're in and involved and around. Oh, here's the link for the whole video. For those people that would like the entire video, there is the whole video. Anissa has got it pulled up. So if you guys want to go see that, please do. Again, I want to thank AV Watchman for, you know, breaking that to us. I do appreciate it. Yes, please. You guys like, share, and subscribe. Do not keep me a secret. I have to say, I'm probably, I don't know if I'm one of the most hated people out there on YouTube right now, but I'm up at the top, but that's okay. I'm happy to have the reputation that I have. And it's funny. I won't go into anymore. It's not about me. It's about the victims here. So yes, the world's dumbest criminals. Oh my God. Oh my God. And you know, it comes back, you know, when I was watching Duty Ron today before I went live, you know, his kind of cut off right about a little after 9, I believe. And he's like, you know, the Welsh have to be sweating right now. I mean, because the Wests were running for 14 months. They thought they got away with it. And then boom, done. Charged with murder, 2 counts of murder. 2 counts of cruelty to children, not child neglect, not child endangerment, cruelty to children, cruelty. Think about that. What must come with a charge like that? There are sick people in this world. I like them. I like Dudley and I like his wife. And, you know, we communicate here and there still. But I do appreciate both of them and I thank them. I thank them immensely. You know, I'm glad Dudley got to break his silence. I'm glad Dudley got to, you know, tell us the truth of how he knew it and what he saw. You know, there was nothing in that interview, in my opinion, that could have, you know, altered the case in any way, but he was a victim of the Wells. You know, Don had publicly accused him as well as Fred Hill that they may have done something with Summer. And although I was not able to get Fred Hill on the record, I was able to get Dudley and Linda both on the record as to what they did. And I'm telling you, when I talked to them, they looked genuinely concerned about Summer. They truly believe, now these are people that know the Wells and have known them for a little minute, truly believe that they may have been responsible for whatever happened to Summer. He talked about some conversations that he had with Don Wells. Primarily, if anything ever happened to Summer, Candace would be responsible. Like even Don knew Candace was not a good mother. Even though he goes out on the news and tells people that he thought she was the best mother in the world. No, she was not. I mean, he had to almost like spit that out just to get it out. And then you got these people like the West that think that they can do what they did and they get away scot-free. And now, mind you, the West did lawyer up at the beginning of the case. I did not realize that until Duty Ron brought that to my attention today in his live. So there's a lot of things. But again, it comes back to why is, and it doesn't sound like Candace just got this attorney. Remember, she was talking about her attorney 3 days ago. So how long have they stopped cooperating? That's what I'd like to know. They've been painting in all these people's mind that they've been cooperating and they've been working with law enforcement. No, they haven't. And the more and more we peel back the layer of the onion, the more and more Don and Candace look guilty as hell. All right, so let's just get through some of these comments here. Katie, yes, he did. He used to work, but it wasn't as long as you think. And you know what was crazy is we caught Don in another lie in his interview. So Don told us in one phone call, ever agreed to pay Dudley 50%. Dudley has been adamant that he got screwed on the last job, which is the day that he got fired. He was supposed to be getting $2,200 from Don Wells, and he never did. He only got, I think, up to $400 for the job that he did, which basically means Don screwed him out of the money. And Don in a call told me that he has never paid any of his employees, but they weren't employees. They were partners. They were 50-50 partners. He's never told any employee that he'd ever pay him 50%. How foolish is that? Then on the last night we were in Knoxville and we were on that phone call. Marissa was on the phone call with him, talking to him on the phone. He says, Dudley was being paid 50% and all he had to do was show up to work and he never showed up to work. And it's like, gotcha. So you told me earlier that you have never paid anybody 50%. And then right out of your mouth, a month later, there it is. There's the truth. You did have a 50-50 partnership with Dudley, the one that you told me never existed. There is no way. Sorry about the guys. Apparently I was reloading. I don't know. It was an internet issue. It was an internet issue. I was just turning. I was hoping that you guys seen me. And then I went to go check on my screen on the YouTube channel and it was just circling. So I thought, well, maybe my internet just went down. So I was just about to hotspot it and the internet came back up. So I apologize about that. Oh, and this is another thing, guys. Jonathan Lee Riches is working hard behind the scenes, gathering information, trying to locate stuff. If you guys have not gone to his Twitter handle or his YouTube channel, please do. He's popping up a lot of videos. He really is. He's popping through a lot of videos right now that are coming out about what he's hearing and everything like that. Oh, hey, Stephanie, nice to see you. And we also want to give one person I haven't seen in here is Emma. We want to give her a shout out. She's been in the hospital for a few days. We as a community here love Emma and want to make sure that we surround her with love and prayers and a speedy recovery while she is in the hospital fighting an infection. And we do care and are thinking of you today, Emma. So if you get to see this later, I just wanted to give you a shout out. Thank you so much. Thank you. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm just reading some. Oh, wow. I got a lot of stuff coming in. So I will have to. All right, guys. Okay, so I don't know when this stuff came in, but I'll just read a little mission statement in the head of the video. So okay, so here's the statement. I'm assuming this is what you were meaning, Anissa. I'm not sure, but so at first only he had charges coming out against him, but they could not find him. So the cops went looking and pulled them over and took both foster parents into custody. And that was related to Orrin and Orson West. So numbers aren't moving. Oh, show the love. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, yes, yes. So yes, let's just keep Emma in our prayers. We're going on an hour right now, but I've got a lot of stuff that we need to do, and I've got a lot of research. So the information that I'm bringing is true and accurate and as most up to date as possible. So I'm going to let you guys go. I'm going to be digging a little bit more into getting more information for you. However, you know, it is a great day for children that have succumbed to the abuse of their parents. We've got walls cracking and the dam cracking for the wells. It's only a matter of time before, you know, the dam breaks. And we're praying that that happens sooner than later. But the veil of them being innocent, the veil of them cooperating with law enforcement, and the veil of them not hiding behind attorneys has been removed. Those parents have some explaining to do. Grandis has some explaining to do. And Candace, how dare you sit there and write on a piece of paper calling Ronnie Lawson a liar when you yourself on Predator Nation decided to tell the world how your attorney is on top of these gag orders, and then turn around and lie to our face and say you don't have an attorney. Quit lying. All these lies you have been saying are catching up with you. They will be used against you. And I can't wait until the day you are brought to justice. So with that, good folks, I love you. God bless you. You know, let's keep fighting. Yeah, I anticipate a lot of nasty will come out of my crusade against Candace by the, you know, the mafia of YouTubes. And just understand that everything that they're saying, there's a reason why they're coming after me so hard. And we here have fought for Summer hard. We have. We fought for Summer's name, and we fought to unmask the fact that these parents were guilty. These parents were guilty. We knew these parents were guilty early on. We knew something happened. It was the rest of the people that tried to disparage us and who we were and put doubt in people's names, or put doubt in people's hearts, and put doubt in people's minds. The truth will always surface. The truth will always surface. So with that, folks, have a wonderful day. And we will keep fighting. We'll keep fighting for all these children that are victims. And remember, the disgusting statistics are 450 children every single year die at the hands of their parents. We're only covering, what, 6 so far? So there's a lot more. There's a lot more. So with that, I wish you guys all the best week. Happy Hump Day. Don't forget to come back tomorrow. We will be going over Kylen Schulte and Crystal Turner, and we have a special guest. Have a great day.